Howdy, y'all. We got a new host for this, boy. Hey, everybody. This is young Tim hosting this week's podcast, Reno.
Comics After Dark.
I know. Yeah. I also am here with special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Aaron Marrero.
Yeah, he's the cool guy that finds the articles because I'm bad at that, and he films the stuff, and he just makes us all look. Yeah, you just make us all look way better. So here. Oh, I didn't press it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also working sound effects this week, so it's gonna be awful. Yeah, definitely. If you want to some comedy, look at my Facebook this week because you're gonna see a lot of posts on Matt just talking shit nonstop. And please feel free to join in. I have no self-respect. So how's your week going? How's things going with you?
It's been going great. I love joining up with the group, and everything's just been a lot of fun. Writing articles and working for websites. So it's been great.
Yeah, and we like having you here, definitely. So, any whack attacks this week? Have you heard of our? Oh no, you were here for a whack. Last time we recorded.
Yeah. I was in the background.
Yeah. So, do you have any whack attacks? That's what I'm supposed to do, right? That's part of my job.
No, I'm generally happy. I can't complain. Of course, we got what's going on in the government, but we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, man, it's a little chaotic out there, but at least it's not boring. So I guess that's worth something.
SNL's always great.
SNL, it makes SNL better. Yeah, and we had Dave Chappelle. Oh, so neato. Someone's got his keys, and I have them right here. It's definitely not Matt. Matt actually is dead. He will never appear on the podcast again. And there goes our focus. Bye, Matt. Yeah, Matt's doing some radio shenanigans today, so that's why I'm filling in as best as I may. There is one thing I want to start by talking about because it's what we talked about before, and that is Captain America and the possibility of him dying in the future films, possibly, right?
Yeah. I guess the comic book fans, they kind of guessed it was coming with the last Civil War.
I mean, I was really hoping it would happen in the Civil War.
I have a feeling, it takes so much more to do in a movie than it is to, in the comics, because there's so much comics that revolve around that story. Yeah. So I think they're just dragging it out.
So let's, what I want to do is I want to start the power round here. Let's get some music going. And I want to say a quick piece on who I want to be, if he did die, what should happen after. And so I want to give my piece, and then you'll give your piece, and we'll see how that goes. So, bam, yeah, power round music. I think this says power round. Anywho, so you know what? I even though I said something else, I said Bucky before. I'm thinking Sam Wilson. A lot of especially older fans love Bucky as one his Captain run. Yeah. But what I have to argue is more modernly, and especially in the films right now, Falcon appears a lot more. He seems to agree and get along with Cap better overall. So and in the comics, Sam Wilson is Captain America. So I want to argue, I think Sam Wilson's better. What do you think?
I always like Bucky because Bucky kind of introduced a different side to Captain America. And Bucky in the war was the one that was there to kill.
Yeah.
Where Cap won't do that. So in a lot of ways, Bucky will do what's necessary to for America. And then it's always nice to see him with one. He's got a shield with his arm, and then he's got the shield on the other arm.
Oh so yeah,
it's always a
definitely
good combination.
Cool. Although he should also have a hammer and sickle. But I don't know.
Not worthy.
Not worthy. Oh, hey, this is a Thor joke. Yeah. So I think at this point I'm supposed to give shout outs to people that we like a lot in podcasts, but I totally didn't make a list, and I don't usually listen to Matt when he says it. So I'm just gonna give shout out to some of the Rat House boys. I got to meet Steve as well as you from Everything Bagel. He's part of Rat House with us. Matt has just a lot of them that he's affiliated with, and I just don't know them all. I like Polygon a lot. I like their podcasts, Cool Games Incorporated. Have you ever listened to that before?
No.
They get people send in weird ideas for games they just discuss it. So like one of them that I love is like it's like Tony Hawk but with like big rig trucks. So yeah, so I want to do that.
Fun.
So okay, let's get into some rumors now. Let's get close to the campfire because that's thing that happens. Also, I had the music way too loud before I realized that happened. Yeah, we were like shouting. So, do you have any word around the campfire this week?
Well, there was an article showing that Doctor Doom may be in the next. Well, coming up in the next Infinity War.
Oh yeah,
and
be very cool.
We have seen that now. They've actually done a deal between Fox and Marvel Studios to do some character swaps. We're actually getting reports that Ego the Living Planet will be in the next Guardians of the Galaxy
which
movie.
should be awesome.
Who's playing him?
Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
if I remember right. I love Kurt Russell.
A big-headed Kurt Russell with like a mustache made out of mountains.
But like,
funny.
His head's already so big. I don't think there's like. I think it's already so set. Well,
yeah, exactly.
You know?
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
And just the fact that they're finally working together on some kind of level just shows us hope.
Hope, yes.
You know, because Legion's coming out, or they're working on that show, which I don't think they ever had the rights to do a TV show. That's why we've always seen Disney with Spider-Man and Wolverine fighting side by side.
No, definitely. Oh, and remember I was saying, Deadpool's the first time they've done a character swap kind of dealio, or like allowing it, right?
Yeah, they're doing something with one of the mutants.
Yeah, I was gonna say with Colossus, and then God, I always forget the name. It's like thermonuclear teenager of death. That's what I'm calling it.
Just call yourself Teenage Angst.
Right. Oh man, goodness gracious. But yeah, but that's just word around the campfire, right? Do you have any other rumors you want to throw out this week? Because you have my phone there and I can't actually read mine. Unless you have to read.
Well, I saw the new Doctor Strange movie, so I really did enjoy that. And something that they kind of threw in there. So a rumor, I think that what will happen, we saw the first of Daniel Drum. He was living in the New York Sanctorium. So his death indicates the origin story of Brother Voodoo.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So sooner or later, hopefully we'll see that. I have a feeling it might be in the next Doctor Strange movie because, well, without spoilers, we see certain things leading up to the destruction of sorcerers.
Yeah. I mean, we just did a review on the what do you call it? The Last Days of Magic, that recent Doctor Strange history arc. And like, I would love to see like something maybe in film or like brought up, just like all these sorcerers going down and stuff like that. I guess it's always the running kind of threat.
Well, because it's established in the movie that there's just so many of them that are just hidden.
And Mordo is just like, too many.
It'll go in the sense of Star Wars. You know, the dark side will take over.
That'd be destroyed. Star Wars with magic.
Yeah, maybe he'll go after Scarlet Witch, and that's when he'll teach her or something like that.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch and what's the other lady that always wears all black? What's her name? Is it just Magic? I think it's just Magic.
Yeah.
Just Magic.
That's isn't that Colossus's sister?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, very close. I've never like followed X-Men too closely. Just like the good stories
here and there.
Yeah, exactly.
It just seems crazy.
That's just put around the campfire. Oh, one thing by the way that I was gonna do with Matt. We both watched Guardians today because we want that $10,000.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we want that money.
So you gotta be careful about that.
No, I usually watch things on my laptop or my phone and stuff. I actually went to I have a big screen TV. I still use it. It's my family's, but yeah. And just so I was like, I gotta find something, man. And goodness gracious, I don't know what they are. I have no clue. If it's just more stuff, really hard to see.
So much stuff in the doctor's room.
Exactly. And I mean, there's one that I saw, and I think I have no chance at winning this, so I'll throw this little tip out there. And also, I could not remember the name of the character, but there was one of the vets, or whatever you want to call those things, collectors things.
The slave?
No, just like the actual things that they're held in. Like, I don't know.
So they're cages,
I guess. Yeah, whatever.
Glass cases.
But one I saw there's a humanoid, like very human looking character, or maybe people have got this. I'm just guessing. I haven't heard it before. And he has like his hands are like Nightcrawler. And well, besides them not being able to use Nightcrawler for licensing reasons, he seemed like a little bit more like creamy skin color. like he wasn't blue like Nightcrawler. And I know I could not remember the name, but there's a 3 like fingered bow user in Marvel Universe, and I could not think of the name. It drives me crazy. And if anyone can figure it out, like I Googled it for like 10 minutes because that's all the focus I have in my life. But yeah, if anyone can figure that out, maybe that will help you on your quest to 10 Easter eggs. Did you find any, or have you searched at all?
With that, one thing no one's really said is one of the collectors, the alien that uses the Power Stone to destroy herself.
Oh, yeah.
That looks to me like if you ever read Planet Hulk.
Sure, love Planet Hulk.
Yeah, the red species. That could be them. Like the Red King, maybe that's just one of them that he enslaved or bought from the Red King.
Sure, easy.
And that's like a little Easter egg there that I don't. No one's really said anything about her. I know Adam Warlock's cocoon was in the background.
And Cosmo, Space Dog's there. Oh, yeah. That's an obvious one, but I love Cosmo.
Well, that just means, sooner or later, the Guardians probably will save Cosmo.
Oh, God, I pray.
Because wasn't he? Yeah, he's one of them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Although, that movie's great. I can't wait for the second one.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
If anyone uses my tip and makes $10,000, please sponsor me. Some money. Bacon.
I think it's fine. 50 cents.
Yeah. Well, I just want the sponsorship. It's really the money helps, but it's really just for the fame. Goodness gracious. Yeah. So, man, this is so much multitasking. I have so much respect for Matt right now. Because I feel like I have to move around a lot. I'm trying to focus on other conversation. I don't know, man. This is weird. This is a really weird feeling hosting. I need to stop talking about it because that's probably ruining the whole setup. Yeah. Goodness gracious. But yeah.
With those rumors in the sense that Doctor Doom might be in the next movie. So hopefully Fox is working with them because they're obviously not doing well in sales. I didn't see Apocalypse. It just, but I am
I was excited for it because I do actually like the character Apocalypse.
But I'm not a fan of Bryan Singer.
I try to care and it just doesn't pay off. Yeah. So I never saw it. I probably should.
Well, my brother's biggest complaint is he wanted to see more of the kids. But it's not about them.
What about Fantastic Beasts? That came out this week, right? I haven't seen it either yet. But of course, the two people that did see it, Tiffany and Matt, are gone. So next week we'll have to have a late review of that. Yeah, but it looked interesting. Our friend Dan Fogler was in, which we've been bragging about a lot. But yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Does not believe that pugs can take down lions. We were talking in his hotel room in Comic-Con. I think it's one of our weird in between podcasts where it's like an impromptu one. But I was trying to tell him that pugs were bred to take down lions.
Oh yeah,
and he's like, "What? 67 of them or something?" Maybe they're using magic now. He's just a muggle. He doesn't know what magic, pug magic. I'm sure it's a major part of the Harry Potter universe. As someone who's doesn't like Harry Potter, I guess.
Well, is it?
I don't like Harry Potter very much.
Oh, okay.
I like Dan Fogler in it, but I'm assuming. Have you not gotten into? Are you a Harry Potter guy? Or?
But I stopped after it started kind of slowing down, the Phoenix one, the Order of the Phoenix.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that lady took over, and she was just nonstop.
I love that movie actually. That one I do like.
That was my least favorite.
Because that Lockhart guy, he's my favorite Harry Potter character. Just because I don't know, I have a thing for douchebaggy, super into themselves characters. They crack me up.
They're necessary.
They're so necessary. And dude, he's the king, man. Dude, just. And then the ending where they're flying away on the freaking Phoenix, and he has his memory erased, so he doesn't remember that he's a shitty magician. And he's just we're flying. It's just magic.
Oh yeah.
It's oh my, that's the movie. With at that moment, no one will agree with me, but this is the point of the movie where the movie has officially become a B movie.
Yeah,
just it's so ridiculous and weird. Which one is that? Do you remember which Harry Potter that is? Did you say that?
Yeah, the Order of the Phoenix.
But which number is that?
I need number 5 or so.
Wait. I'm wrong. Oh, I'm totally wrong about what movie I'm talking about. It just hit me. The second one is the one with Godfrey. Yeah.
Oh,
because they go into the Chamber of Secrets. Oh God, yeah. Well, this is
so long.
This is the point where every Harry Potter fan that we listen to it, they're just like,
let us know.
Not only are they gonna blow up our YouTube comments, but they also unsubscribe, and then Matt's gonna get a bunch of emails like, you need to fire Tim. He just ruined everything. Yeah, but I'm sure the new movie is great. One thing Matt said, he was a little bit let down on the CGI they used.
That's what I'm hearing a lot too. Even
going around.
the guys from Joe Small's podcast, they were saying a lot of things like when it translates, they're hoping that maybe it was just the TV and how the graphics came out there. Not so much. They're saying it just.
That's a bummer. I mean, I think in that case, like it might just be awful timing for them to release the movie because this is right after Doctor Strange came out.
Yeah.
Not only is it another
looks so good on that.
Did you see the amount of like digital teams they had, like different groups they had working on it? Like that was half the like credits were just like, well, this studio, here's this studio that helped in this studio. It was like 12 studios. Crazy. I'm not sure how many studios worked on Harry Potter, at least on the digital end and CGI end.
It's beautiful.
But it's a bad time because like if you came out right after that with less than, if it was before or maybe way later, probably people wouldn't care so much. But like it's going to be compared to Doctor Strange. They're too similar.
Yeah. Or just like the other Harry Potter movies.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because, you got to imagine it's a lot of fans, of the original series, and they're coming back. They're all a little older. They probably have kids now.
Oh, yeah.
So
maybe the new kids will like it.
Exactly, yeah.
This is like I hope this isn't, this is like anytime they do a prequel now. It happened with The Hobbit. It happened with Star Wars.
That's true. It's because people are already like invested. Yeah,
but like not only that is like there's always those prequels are always just so bad. Like what's a good prequel? Like that's the question of the week right there. Huh?
Underworld?
The
Rise of the Lycans? I like that one. That was pretty good.
I don't know, like those movies are just to me at least, I know disrespect men here. They're just like that middle ground of like not really interesting, but like you're checking. Yeah, that wire is not good this week. But they're like middle ground of action movies where it's like they're not that interesting, but I can be entertained. That's just what they are. Like,
or they're just really cheesy, but they're really good. Total Recall. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah. What are you talking about? That movie's amazing. Yeah, the head of explosion. That was me watching that movie for the first time. My head blew up immediately after that scene. I'm like, and you're telling me this is a major like theatrical release? This isn't just a cheesy B movie, and it had a head explode that cheesily. Oh God.
My fiance, she's like, I don't like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, you need to see it. His face inflates to like this.
Oh God. Actually, that was one of the sample questions for the Christmas podcast that we can't really talk about here. But for one of the questions, I don't think this is giving away anything, but like we had to write in like what we thought like good questions would be for like we had to debate something. That was one of the rounds that we did, and like the example he gave was best Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I'm like, damn, like I know that's just an example, but that's a good one.
Total Recall's got to be one of my top.
Total Recall. I gotta go Kindergarten Cop. Got it. God.
Boomer.
It's not the tumor. Oh man. But let's get back into comics. I mean, that's usually what this. It's completely my fault. I'm getting super sidetracked. But I like movies a lot.
It's all related.
So, did you read any comics this week?
I started actually with I think it's variants of the Lost Boys.
Oh yeah, because you're onto that comic.
I love horror stuff, and just to see it start off again, you get to see all the original characters. It's literally right after the first movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
how many are there? I want to embarrass myself real quick because I've never seen Lost Boys. I know a million people are just like, what? I've seen. I love Monster Squad. That's like a similar movie.
Kind of, yeah.
There's like undead and like kids fighting them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what Lost Boys is around?
In a sense, they're comic book nerds. Yeah.
Comic book nerds that like hunt vampires?
Well, because like the first character, he's a big horror comic book fan.
Okay.
So he goes to the comic book. They just moved to their new town, and he's looking for some good books, and he starts looking at like the vampire books, and then the two brothers, which is like Chris Feldman and some other actor that was his brother.
He's famous.
Yeah. And they're just yo, what do you like about this? And they start questioning him about the vampires, and it turns out they're
it's super,
vampire hunters.
I thought
kind of we are but aren't.
I thought you were gonna say they're vampires, and I'm like, that's so douchey. Like, hey, what do you think about vampires, man? You tell us. But they're vampire hunters. That's even more interesting. Right. So does he team up with them? Or?
Well, yeah, because his brother in the movie gets bitten. He falls in love with this girl, and it turns out she's with what's his name from 24.
I've never watched 24. Wait, the bald guy?
No, the main blonde. What's his fucking?
Oh, I was like the bald guy. That's like Don. No, that's not it. I was gonna say Don Cheadle. But I'm like, that's that whole.
Bad with names.
But Don Cheadle's a whole different actor. Do you know who Don Cheadle is?
Yeah.
He's the guy from like the Hotel Rwanda. Jesus Christ. Chiklis. Michael Chiklis is. What is going on? And that's not 24. Oh my, Kiefer Sutherland. I'm thinking the Shield. Oh my God, where am I going with this one?
Sutherland. That's it. He's the bad vampire, and he's like 19 in the movie. So he's great in it, and it just turns to hell for them.
I'm still just confused about the circle of logic I used to actually get the credence. I was thinking of the Shield, so I was saying Don Cheadle. No, Don Cheadle. No, Chiklis. But, oh, God, I don't even want to go back to that. We got there. Exactly. So, anyway, now that I've completely sidetracked again, we have the comic that takes place after the first movie?
Right after the movie. It starts off.
The first movie, though, right?
Yeah. So there is 2 movies after the original, but they're just like other sequels. Count. They're just horrible.
Sure, they just don't count.
Yeah. But this involves everybody exactly from where you last left off in the movie. Okay. And it already establishes, like here and there through the dialogue, that it's not just vampires. It's werewolves, like fairies, whatever you can think of.
Does none of that appear in the first
Not
film?
in the movie, no. They never even mention it. But
that's right. I like that. Yeah, they're not just vampire hunters.
And they're actually, now the 2 kids that were the vampire hunters are actually being trained by real vampire hunters.
Oh, okay. So they're him like legit now. They're
but
in the union.
Think something's coming to town where they're getting revenge for what they did in the movie.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. I like. You check real fast. You check.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry,
but it was cool because the vampire group of people, like in the movie, you see it's their grandfather who actually knew about him. He's like, oh, these bloodsuckers back again. Like, what? How do you know? It turns out it looks like an AA meeting. It's just a bunch of old people in town. And
hi, I'm Mark.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I used to be a vampire hunter.
Anybody see werewolves? Leprechauns? Anything? Oh no. All right.
Do they still hunt, or are they just all retired, or is it?
Well, they're still hunters. Essentially,
yeah.
But it doesn't even get that far because they're all just.
You know what I'd love to see, like a crossover. I mean, maybe this is weird, but like, what if they did like this version of the Lost Boys? They did a crossover with like Supernatural.
That'd be fun. Like, Supernatural's, I love it, and it's very accurate with the like mythology.
Sure.
But the acting is the anti-throat lozenges.
Yeah, I know.
Same thing Batman takes.
Yeah, I'm Dean.
Did you ever see that SNL skit?
No. I need to watch more SNL.
Get the anti-throat lozenges, and it shows like Chris from Batman, and then the guys from Supernatural, and by the end he's like,
there's a great crossover. I just actually read.
That would be fun.
Here's my review for the week, I guess, or one of them that I read this week. I just reread Batman vs. Alien.
Nice.
And I love that comic.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's fun and ridiculous, but super badass. And because you have, because like Dark Horse makes like really like good kind of like horror / sci-fi comics, and then it's Batman. So DC's like, it's their big one, if you will. I mean, sure, Superman, Aquaman, whatever, but like it's Batman. We all know it's Batman.
Oh yeah, it's like, how's he gonna figure it out?
That's how they pay the bills. But like, it's like seeing 2 like in different ends of like kind of like geekdom, if you will. And like
berries. Remember
Alien?
Remember Aliens? Remember Batman? Imagine together.
I only watched like the first 3 episodes of this season of South Park.
It's perfect.
But I saw a commercial, and it's like, can we all agree that the new J.J. Abrams Star Wars is a bad movie? And I was like, I've been saying that for so long.
It was all the same stuff. It was the same stuff done in a different way.
Like, I'm gonna.
It was good, but yeah.
I'm gonna burst a lot of bubbles here. I think I probably said this on the podcast before. But like, if you watch his TED Talk and let him explain the mystery box and his whole theory, And I'm just saying, that's not how you make a movie. That's not how you tell your story. And like, it's proven. There's a reason that episode 5, like most people consider the best Star Wars. Yeah, there's a huge plot twist. J.J. Abrams like his little plot twist and it has hidden things. You gotta, it's the hatch and
But
Lost.
it's all formula. You know?
Yeah, it's like all formulated and enforced. It's not natural storytelling. And that's like episode 5. Like, you don't necessarily know who Darth Vader is, but he's a bad guy. Who cares? Like, the whole movie isn't based around who is Darth Vader. Oh,
I just
he just
kept the helmet.
Yeah,
Loren should have kept the helmet on.
Kylo Ren, yeah.
Because all he was just like, man.
Dude, I was like
crying the whole movie.
I was having flashbacks to like middle school and like Hawthorne Heights music videos.
The hair, yeah.
The hair and stuff. I was just like, oh my God, like.
Just go to Denny's and smoke a cigarette.
Oh my God, he's a goth kid. He's one of the goth kids. Oh my God,
My grandfather was a great man. Like, you don't even know the story.
I just don't care, man. I like, you're just a whiny little evil kid. And you killed Han? Han went down like a bitch. Like, and one thing I did like, and a lot of people didn't like.
What?
I love bad B-movie Han Solo. Because that's what he was. He was like, it was still, I mean, it's still Harrison Ford.
He was the space Chuck Norris.
In the movie he was. He was space Chuck Norris, and it like, I loved that. Like, it was campy, and it was like a little forced, but like in a fun way.
His name is Han Solo. Like, literally the
it's a ridiculous
lone gunman.
Exactly. And like, so I mean, seeing him, and it was a little silly to see him in it. Like, he was like, it's like he's past his heyday, but he still wants to be included. Even though I know Harrison Ford was really hesitant about appearing in Star Wars. I mean, like, the ending of Star Wars kind of already ruined because like he had said multiple time in an interview, I'm never going to be Han Solo again unless they kill him off.
Oh, so
he said that like years
just to end it. Yeah,
that's why he wasn't in the prequels.
That makes sense.
Also he wasn't alive.
Well, you'd be a kid.
Maybe he'd be a kid.
At some point, yeah.
Because like he's like, I mean,
he's like in between.
They don't tell you his name.
Him and Luke.
Yeah, I mean, not his name, his age. You don't really know his age, but yeah, he's somewhere between the two.
Yeah,
who knows? I mean, does that mean like? Yeah, I mean, I guess the older he could be, the more weird it is that he like fell in love with Leia. I guess I don't know
if you want to look at it like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how I was.
Hey, Leia.
Hey, good looking.
I heard you kissed your brother.
Oh no!
Right?
Oh no!
Didn't he look at them at one point? He's like, I don't have to worry about anything, right? He's like, oh, that's my brother. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, but like they didn't know till dude. Like, I kind of actually. That's like weird to say because I'm like a big Star Wars guy, but like I always forget that Luke and Leia have that. Like, it's sexual tension in the first one, and then the second one it's like the actual kiss, and then you find out I don't know. And then I guess you eventually find out their brother and sister. But it wasn't in that movie. When did they find out their brother and sister? Man, I am terrible Star Wars fan.
I think by the
sixth?
third one.
Oh, no.
Because they established
6?
that he was Darth Vader's son, but they didn't know
I don't think
she was.
Yeah, they didn't really show that until... I want to say I think Yoda tells him.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, somebody... can yell. I think this is just going to be the week. This is not only that. This is the week where everyone's just like, Tim is the shittiest host ever.
That's why you get him involved. Though.
Yeah, like, get involved. Tell me how bad I am.
And I couldn't tell what era it was from, and someone commented it in. It was nice.
He's talking about. Well, this is supposed to be a comics. He's talking about Don Cheadle and Michael Chiklis. Like, what is happening in this podcast? And man, let's get them. Chickless looks like a thumb. All right. So I read Batman vs. Alien. That's what I was saying. I also read Vigilante Southland.
How's that?
That's a DC comic. It's about a vigilante in Southland, which it's dumb and cheesy, but I love movies and stories and comics that like take place in LA because I'm by there. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's like so cheesy and dumb. Like, I mean, especially because like that's where Hollywood is. There's so many movies that take place in LA.
Well, that's what kind of like sucked me in for the new Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah,
Robbie Reyes. Yeah,
Robbie Reyes.
And then he's like, Mr. Hyde is hiding out in a headquarters in Pasadena.
Oh, exactly.
Pasadena, out of all places.
It's so weird. I was watching a movie too that like mentioned Fullerton. I can't think of what it was. I was like, Florida? Oh, I used to work there. So I was kind of excited to see it, and I So I didn't read the first one, so I jumped on a number 2 that doesn't actually come out till this Wednesday, and goodness gracious, there are some twists and turns to that. So it starts off with the main character. I think his name's Danny or Donnie, and by context, I understand that he's become this sort of vigilante, this local
neighborhood watch kind
of that, but like he's masked, so he's really like Batman in a way, but like. This is like
just the block.
This is homie Batman, you know. This is because he's. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's Hispanic. I probably would have known more based on the first one. But he's maybe mixed. Yeah,
what happens more and more now.
Yeah. I mean, like he's a person of color. And it starts with him waking up. Well, props to you. But I know I'm the white boy here. I get no whoop whoop. And no whoop whoop. But it starts with him getting up from being wounded, and with this another someone that's definitely Hispanic, and he's pretty much saying he's asking what happened, the main character, and the older gentleman is like, oh, you know, these guys tried to blow you up. I helped you out. By the way, I am this old school vigilante guy just like you. And I think by context, like I think he got like, what do you call it? Inspired by that story of him. Yeah. So he's like sitting there with someone he probably knew before that is like one of his heroes, and he's like, and he's like, oh, how'd you get so messed up? It's like, dude, you need to start training, you know.
I'll teach you something.
And he's like, no disrespect, but like, you're in a wheelchair, dude. Yeah, like you pretty much what happened to me. Like he was,
it's kind of like sticking Daredevil.
He was awesome. He was doing great until he got shot and like paralyzed, at least to some degree. And the old guy's like, all right, come at me, and just beats him up.
In his wheelchair.
Yeah, actually, I think that happens a little later. But yeah, he recovers and he goes out and. Let's see. I'll make sure I have the order right. But it begins with him. I
like that.
Yeah, it begins with him going to like stop this bad guy. I think his name is Fallon of some kind, and I was not expecting this from a DC. Maybe it's a Vertigo. I don't know, but it's
isn't Vertigo owned by DC?
Owned by DC anyway.
It's just their dark, like Marvel Knights.
Yeah, but yeah, basically. This guy Fallon, who I'm sure is some kind of like high level rich guy. The first thing he does is offer money, but he's in like a BDSM, like in the back of this club at this BDSM room, and he's like in a giant diaper with like a collar on him, and there's like a mistress there. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, but let's go on and like
see where this goes.
He shows up. He's like, hey, dig the diaper, dude. Like sarcastically saying that. I'm like, okay. And then he's like, and then the mistress there, like, who is just a random BDSM person, I assume, like, just immediately whips him. He's like, you dare? And he's like, lady, stay out of this. Like, I have to take out this guy or something. Like, don't. And then she like fucking opens up a can of whoop ass on him. Like this random BDSM. She's whipping him, and then she like pulls out this like weird, like, it's like a whip up with like it's almost like a Morning Star head. You know those like spiked maces that like that, and just like stabs him with it, and just beats the shit out of him. And
just out of left field.
Yeah, and then there's a great panel where someone like is running down the hall and enters, just yelling ah. Like it didn't make any sense why that was happening, but yeah, it was weird. But basically, that one out. Yeah, but he comes. This is Southland Vigilante. Right. He bails out the window, and then he asks about somebody who died. He later meets with somebody. Again, I didn't mean the first one, so I don't have all the context. Basically, someone close to him had died, and he wants information. He thinks this guy knows it. He's telling him like, dude, it's. I don't really have that much information. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah. Like I'm bleeding low, not because I did, because I didn't do it, kind of thing. And he's like telling him like, like the reason that she got caught up in this is I had to deal with. They're drilling or something. And he's like, what, for oil? And he's like, no, dude, it's Southland. It's always the same. Wait a second, something at the door. Right then. Sniper hits him in the face. Oh, wow. Cops bust in. And he's not wearing his mask at this point. And it's just like, you're like, freeze, you're under arrest. And it's him like laying on the ground with his friend dead. And I mean, I don't think the cops shot him. I think it's like a setup. Yeah. So
they might think they were waiting for the shot to go off. So like now they're coming in.
Exactly. The
kill.
It was a weird situation. Maybe it's dirty cops. Maybe it's something.
So they're drilling for something, but it's not oil. It's something related.
Yeah, something like that. It's really weird. And like definitely like I have holes because I obviously missed the first issue.
Usually the first issue is just an introduction to the character. Yeah,
but I'm getting a good feel for it, and like
it sounds good.
So honestly, the art's not always. It's like the art's great. Actually, I like the art. it just like not all the panels explain the action correctly. So I guess the action is what it's failing.
Yeah.
But it was kind of interesting in like a unexpected way. Like a lot of things were happening that I was like what? like it's one of those like keep you guessing moments.
Yeah, and those are always nice.
Yeah. So like honestly, like I'm gonna check out the first one, and I would say like would I recommend it to people? Like kinda. Like it wasn't amazing, but like
sounds interesting.
It kept me interested. So I guess like if you like, I'd say Robbie Reyes. I'd say check it out because it's a very similar premise. Because that's
more urban and
more urban and like with the
real life
Hispanic. Yeah, exactly. Trying to make it a little bit more like relatable, especially to like the Hispanic community of comic book readers, which is huge. I mean, I know I'm surrounded by it constantly. But
it's fairly new to the comic book world.
And at the same, it took a long while for some Hispanic. I mean, honestly, like it took a while for almost every like non-white dude to be or non-white person to be here.
It takes a long time.
I mean, like
white people buy the comics.
Which is true. But I have to say, like as a kid growing up, dude, Static Shock, one of my favorite shows. I love that show.
That was a great show.
I mean, sure. Did I feel?
And is he coming back too? I think they're putting him in the new Justice. I mean, or the Young Justice.
I did not hear that, but like I'm down.
Yeah.
I love his story. I mean, and that show was like pretty intense. There was a school shooting in that show. This is on Kids WB. There's a school shooting on it.
Man, what happened? I was in middle school when the towers got hit, and we were all afraid because we thought stuff was going to go down. We were what, 12 years old, thinking people were going to come on shoot. So if you don't write about stuff like that, it's not real.
Yeah, you gotta stay contemporary, and that's good. Yeah. So I guess if that's something you're looking for, I'd say definitely get the first one first. You definitely want to read the first issue first.
I'd like to wait for the paperbacks.
But give it a try, And you know what? Maybe it's me being a little nitpicky on like some of like the action frames. Maybe like I just didn't get what he was trying to say, but you will. But overall,
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, and I definitely want to go back and read the first one.
It does sound interesting. I'm definitely interested to see it.
Yeah. And so like one thing it does that I like a lot, I like any like noir story, detective story. And although this isn't like that, it's an action movie. It's a Batman story, if you will. I mean, it's that level of detective work.
Yeah.
It's really not that much detective work. But like, just like, it has like themes of it though. So it's not a detective story, but it has that old noir theming going on. I love that storytelling. Like honestly, like when I found out like they're talking about like drilling and there's like someone got murdered, but like it had to deal with this whole corruption thing. I was like, dude, that's like Chinatown. Like, that's like one of my favorite movies.
Have you read Black Sad?
Black Sad?
It's
no.
It's a world of just animals, and it's pretty much a noir detective, and it's a calico cat.
Oh, okay.
That's the guy.
I see. Earlier, I just semi-recently reviewed it on the podcast too. Fables, and I finally read that series. And I would have read it long ago if I knew it was a detective story. If it was a noir detective story. Is that the one
with the big bad wolf?
Yeah, he's the main character.
I just played the game, and that is
how I got into it. I played the game, loved the game. I'm like, I got to read the comic, and it's great too.
Perfect.
Yeah, dude. Wolf Among Us.
It totally takes it like all the old modern or like old to modern fairy tales.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everybody, and it takes it to such a gritty, dark noir corner of the world. The prostitution, like all kinds of things. It was insane.
People pretending to be dead, and
the Little Mermaid. What a bitch!
Oh yeah, what a huge bitch.
Like without giving away anything.
Sure. Just warning you though.
Like, what?
Wait, what if she's real? What if like the Fable universe is not kidding, and there are fairy tales out there, and they are hidden, and they're listening to our podcast, and
that's why you need to listen to The Hunt for the Paranormal, because that's what we kind of get into.
You know you don't.
Well, in a sense, yeah. Whatever you believe, it could be real.
I think it's just really funny because like my whole stance of it's really funny. Me and Matt had to talk about this because Matt was like, you should come with them. To like when you remember that where did they go when they went out to and they get like stranded?
Bushwhack monster or something like that. They were looking for the bushwhack monster. Yeah.
I'm confused now. I was talking about our paranormal show.
Yeah.
Is that what is a bushwhack?
That's what it was. I have no idea. I need to listen to the episode, but they got caught.
Matt was saying, got caught. Matt was saying that I should like go out there and like do it with him. I'm like, why? And it was like, well, because you don't believe in like.
It's always nice to have a skeptic. Yeah.
Well, but the irony is like I don't believe in ghosts and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean I want to go to a haunted house.
you just don't want to test it.
I know they don't exist, but like,
oh, you know,
I know.
You
Don't know
won't go.
ghosts,
You
but like
won't
it's
go.
different. Like I don't want to get like spooked anyway, you know.
Yeah.
Like and like it's like they will be so like antsy and scared. Like it gets me scared.
See, I try not to do that. I believe, but I'm the biggest skeptic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So
That's a good position.
If
to
I,
have.
like they're all saying this and this, I'm like, well, it could have been the fan, or like, oh, I guess you're right, but yeah.
Oh,
but if I can't explain it, then that's when I hold it like,
going back to South Park, there's a weird, warm, wet entity in front of my pants. Oh God! Oh, I'm getting a bad smelling entity in the rear of my pants.
Oh, it's ectoplasm. Yeah,
There's ectoplasm. There's ectoplasm all over me. Oh my God!
Yeah, that's it.
Randy Marsh.
The Insidious episode, I think they did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, where they had like Ghostbusters, whatever. Not Ghostbusters,
The China
Ghost
Walk
Hunters.
character, yeah, he turned out to be a schizophrenic. He had all the different.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember that.
The
one
white
night.
guy was the Asian guy who was the yeah.
Yeah, who was he? So who is he though? I forgot. I just don't remember. I watched the episode.
He's a white man that lost his mind. What?
And was he in the show before that, or
I
is that?
believe so, actually. Yeah.
God, man, it's been so long since I've seen the episode. Goodness gracious! I want to I want to have like a special. We just talk about South Park the whole time.
That'd be great.
The show is so good.
We'll discuss what they're really trying to make fun of.
Oh man! Oh yeah! Oh, I can get into some South Park theorizing, but sadly, this isn't the podcast for that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, well, I know it's been great having you on the show this week. I'm going to play the music. That's the wrong music. That's gonna yell at me. Oh, I had two going for a second. But anyway, it's been great having you on this week. And I've had a great learning experience this week trying to be your host. But anyway, so this has been it for Comics After Dark this week. This is your host this week, Tim, as well as
Acidic Aaron.
And you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.
Later.